Hey guys, welcome back to the Snap Ring Chronicles. Today we're coming back at you with another ratchet video. This time we have an SK thumbwheel style ratchet. It's the 49270 model. But before we jump into it, if you happen to find these videos at all helpful or entertaining, please give me a like and also subscribe to this channel. Okay, here's the SK ratchet, thumbwheel ratchet. It's made in the USA, as we see there. And this is what the body looks like. It looks big because I zoomed in. I zoomed in on the thumbwheel, but actually it's about 1.5 inches long, the diameter, so not too big. Here's the switch. It's pretty fine tooth. This one has 60 teeth, so it's pretty fine tooth. But let's take a look inside and see what we find. Okay, it has the usual ring here, snap ring, that you find on most SK models. And here is the ring. Seen it many times before, I'm sure. And here is the body of the thumbwheel. It's pretty heavy. This is a pretty good chunk of metal. You can see the chrome job looks pretty good. Usually SK has decent chrome. The knurling looks pretty nice, I have to say. The knurling on the edge of the thumbwheel here, you can see some of it. Looks like a decent job. Okay, this is where it gets a little funky. There's a little paint that fell in here, so there's like a little blue. If we take a look at the teeth, like I said before, this is 60. There's 60 teeth in this. Let's see if I can get a good angle of view here. Okay, you see these teeth here? These teeth here are like perfect. They're from front to back. They are the same, in the same shape. They're straight. They're uniform. Okay, let's go. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. And here we hit a patch of teeth that they begin okay, but then they are kind of ground down here at the back. And I've seen this before on SKs and other ratchet makers. They have like the front of the teeth, or the front of the broaching is okay. When you get to the back here, it looks like they're pretty ground down, so you don't see the uniformity in the front of the tooth here in the beginning that you see in the back of the tooth. You see the teeth there at the back are pretty ground. So that's one thing about this ratchet. The teeth are not, see here, you can see it better. You see the teeth in the front are okay. Then the teeth in the back are like ground down to like a weirdness. And I don't believe that this is from use, because you would see there would be like chunks or a lot of pieces, or like when I opened this up, there would be a lot of black or dark oil, dirty oil, and there was none of that. And you can see some of the teeth here, like these, are very nice from back to front. But on some sections of the range, they're not good. They work, but they're not what I like to see. Just that little ground portion. This ratchet, by the way, if you go to SK website, it's $44.45. So not the most expensive ratchet, but also not that inexpensive either. And here is the mechanism. There's 3 teeth on this paw. They're tiny. And here's this side. You can see the teeth, they're in good shape, so that's why I don't think that use has anything to do with those bad teeth. I think that's just bad broaching. Okay, and to take this apart, what I do is I press whatever side is up and I depress the plunger like that, and then I try to shimmy this out. But be careful, because that plunger, it could shoot out. So put your fingers there like that to catch it. And here is the pin, and there is the paw. The switch looks decent, looks pretty good. There's a little spring in there. I'm just gonna leave it in there because of time. Here's the plunger. It's a solid plunger, so it's not hollow on the end, so it's a solid little plunger. And that's the switching part. Okay, let me get into this, because here's something else. Here's the paw. The paw looks kind of shoddy. Let me point this out. It seems like when they machined this, they left a lot of slag here hanging over. You see it there, and you can see it on this side. Also, you can see this whole edge here was not machined down, so you can see a little edge of slag there also. See that? So not the greatest job here. And they chamfered the hole, but the chamfering looks like a kid did it with kind of a blunt tool. The chamfering doesn't look that great. It looks like they did rant, and then threw it in the bucket. And here are the teeth. And that's the paw. The pin. The pin also doesn't look that great. Looks like they beveled the edge there. Again, looks like they took this and boom, threw it in the bucket. Looks pretty kind of gnarly there, that beveled edge. And here's more slag on the end of this on the other end of the pin. And doesn't look like it was cut very cleanly. Again, not the greatest. And made in USA. $44. And then we come to the housing for the mechanism. This again, not the greatest. A lot of lines here, and it looks like this is kind of missing a chunk here, or they kind of ground the edge there, like by mistake or something. You see it there? And on the inside here, looks like they, see how it's kind of like jagged there? Kind of not the greatest, but I guess it works. Here's the peening for the ball detent. That looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad there. But the rest of it looks kind of rushed. Doesn't look like the cleanest mechanism housing. Here's the switch. This looks like a cast piece, so that looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, to get this all back together, you take your pawl, you put it in the mechanism, you line up the holes, you grab your pin, drop that in to the hole there, take your switch, grab your plunger, if I can get the gloves out of the way. Okay, and you drop the plunger in the hole. Okay, now we just put this against the housing like that, and we press a little bit, and we press it in with a pick and push it in there. Switching. Now what I like to do is I like to put it in the middle, like that, and then get the switch on it, like that, and then it goes in the housing like that. Now we take the ring and we'll push it out a little bit so we can get it in the groove. The ring there, like that. And we take our needle nose, we squeeze, and make sure it's secure. And there we have it. See if it's switching. Yep, it's switching. Okay, there you have it. That's the SK 49270. Unfortunately, I have to say that this I don't know, didn't sit well with me. Some of the stuff that I saw inside of the ratchet looks kind of, I wouldn't want to say shoddy, but it looks kind of rushed. The workmanship doesn't look all that great. Looks kind of, yeah, like it works, works okay, but just opening it up and seeing those the kind of stuff that you would expect from something lower grade in a ratchet like an SK, you know, at this price point, which isn't the most expensive, but still it's pretty much in the middle there, like $45 for a 1/4 inch thumb wheel or thumb ratchet is a pretty good price. You know, it's a pretty high price, so you would expect to find a little bit better fit and finish inside, but you know, it is what it is. So that's all I got for now. Okay guys, until next time.